So, Baba, we have just done election.
Uh,
Yes, now
the election with that.
you don't start fella style again. You say which kind election be that, Babala? Anyways, we
Now,
did
Babanla nonsense,
we
my
did
friend.
election. We
We
did
didn't do any
election.
bloody election.
There were challenges.
No, that wasn't anything to do with challenges. That was not an election.
So how would you describe it?
That was an abuse of the sensibilities of a people called Nigerians. That was a slap on the face of a people who call themselves Nigerians.
Hmm.
That was a parody of an act that culminated in the disgrace exhibited by one Yakubu,
Hmm.
which was orchestrated by a group of jokers,
Hmm.
old men who refuse to accept the fact that they're just a part of the past that should remain there and bow their heads in shame for the disgrace they've put this nation all these years. You know, what you they ask me this kind of yama yama rondo question for self? Wait, be frank with yourself. Was that an election? That was a joke. It was a sham.
Baba Dede.
For how long will this go on?
Well, people still voted all the same.
Yes.
So we can still say, regardless of the circumstance surrounding it, there was still an election.
You are still going back there. Look, an election is when there is a confirmation of the fact that the people go out to do what? Elect, not select. Confirmation of the fact is what gives justification to the claim. You must always remember these things. Look, now the thing when we see for Lagos here, Nambi sense, where thugs became the order of the day, where thuggery became the rule of the day, people snatching ballot boxes, stabbing people, shooting people, doing juju openly. Is that what you call election? Suppressing and oppressing the people? Castigating some tribal groups? And trying the best they could to annihilate some other people because they felt they were threats to them? Look here, my brother. One thing when pain me pass inside this whole thing. Now the fact say our people not even look this thing properly. Person saying own Lagos. You own Lagos. Very good. You dey take so much money out of Lagos every day from toll gates and from IGR when the state they receive. Every day you dey take the money. But when you sick, you fly go France, fly go London for treatment. Where the hospitals when you build, Mr. Owner of Lagos? You know, somebody like me, I can talk because I feel the pain more than most people can ever imagine. How many people out there go through the experiences where somebody like me go through over these past 2 years? 2 years ago, because of medical mismanagement, I lost my son, my first son. He was 40 years old. They misdiagnosed my son that he had malaria and typhoid in this same Lagos. In this same Lagos. By the time they found out exactly what was wrong, it was too late. For how long will we continue like this? We dey here, me and you, before you start this thing when you dey record now, we dey talk now. What did you ask me? I said to you, say they spend over 355 billion naira for election. Excuse me. How many health centers do we have in this country? Health is wealth. Though. See the Oyibo country where all of them are the wrong go every day. Now them they welcome all our doctors locally trained. They beg them to come. See, is that not a big shame? The governance of this system cannot provide enabling environment, salaries, tools of the trade to work. You cannot improve the health centers. You cannot develop and build better health centers. Look at the joke of it all. That day that incident happened, when that train incident happened. See, no ambulance to carry people to hospital. They carry them finish with Orishi down for carry some. This one carry some. Even Marwas have carry some. They reach the hospital. Now ground that they put people nowhere for emergency ward to take do anything for them. How can that make sense to a people? Then you turn around, you can't tell me, say, make me a talk about election. In a society where there's no justice, no good education, no safety and security. The economy is in shambles. And these people are just sitting down there milking us dry every day. Look at the money. I said this thing a long time ago. See the money where our legislators and executives, they earn. How have they justified it? The Bajabi Amilas them and the rest will come outside. They tell us, say the system is working for the people. How? I mean, look at thugs who come out openly and threaten in front of police. Police not fit even react. That the other day, you know, he had when that other one, the Oga of the thugs, then they talk say that publicly, he not even hide his face or hide himself. Only for police to come out and give statement on his behalf. We have become a joke to the world now. Go around the Lagos you see every day. What do you see on the streets of Lagos? You are harassed by a complete groups of miscreants who call themselves area boys. The area boys, when we know in those days, Surulere area, Yaba area, Stadium area, Shita area, and those areas, the thing when we know as area boys, now when would they compete for developmental things? Best in quiz, best in science, this area go bring their best, this area go bring their own, best in football, best in athletics. That's what area are supposed to be now. Developmental focus towards progress and growth. You say election? No. Not be election be that. When some people they say that they raise them shoulders, say they win something. Win waiting. What do you win? You stole. I mean, look, it's a very simple public display of madness here. Àwọn àgbà tó yẹ kí àwọn èèyàn máa respect. The elders that the people need to be respecting turn themselves into àgbàyàs and stole in broad daylight properties belonging to their children and their grandchildren and their children's children yet unborn, and they are celebrating and carrying their shoulders up that they did election and won. Which election? Did you allow the people's votes to count? Did you allow the people to elect you? Come on now.
Baba Dede, you know, we also want to be careful of exaggerations.
Okay.
Okay, so that is not to say, the way it is said sometimes, a lot of people believe that we exaggerate it too much. Is it not the same Lagos? We have things going well. At least they come here every time and they have good things to tell about Nigeria. Okay, but that no. Okay, so now it is about
you take
election
them to where the problems are. Look here, but let's be frank with ourselves here, okay? Time was when the younger generation in this country were uninterested, non-plus,
apolitical,
non-committal, apolitical, and what have you about politics in general, about the electoral process in general. They didn't have any interest. There was nothing of importance to them as far as they are concerned. The younger generation. It spanned different times, yes? Time is when you give them a chance to peep through the window, and not only that, you open small door. You know, open big door, you open small door. You know, see how the people they struggle, they fight, they fall on themselves for stadium, they push fence, they struggle for TBS, they struggle, they wound themselves so that they go get PVC to take exercise. The franchise you promised them that they will be able to exercise. You gave them a guarantee now You say una go bring beavers and IREV. That it will change to be the game changer. And everybody's vote will count. Hello. Where am now? Una do am according to how una plan am. But don't forget one thing, guys. See, remember what I said before. Time was when there was no interest by the youth. Time is now when you have not only opened the window, you opened the door and they came in. Squeezed as they did, they came in. They know now the numbers they have. And they realize now that there is strength in number, because now fear make una they do what una they do, so now shame una they take do what una they do now. Una they thief for broad daylight. And una they raise una shoulder. For front of people when plenty pass all of una. Omo, they wait for reaction. Just pray that you guys pray, because we need to rectify this thing quickly. If we don't rectify them quickly, you can't hold the youth uprising. You can't.
Well, we are waiting for the swearing in ceremony.
Or be swearing for. Or be swearing against. INEC
has declared the winner.
INEC.
And then
INEC, don't forget what they gave. Don't forget what they gave to him.
Of return.
Certificate of return. We're about to have another PPE, permanent president elect. We're about to. I smell it.
Okay, so are you suggesting that he won't be sworn in as president?
I am saying categorically to you that I don't believe he should be sworn in as a president, and I don't think our ancestors not they sleep. Trust me. Our ancestors not they sleep. They sleep. Equity madu matter not for happen. I tell you this bobo. I tell you a long time ago. That time when they slap Equity madu for Germany. I tell this bobo. So I tell Lam. I say this matter. Now our ancestors matter. Our ancestors are on the inside. Say what in he go Germany for? They say a New Yam Festival. New Yam Festival, a traditional festival by the Igbos to celebrate and give thanks to their own ancestry. You just say those boys then wake up, they work on surgery, they get some respect from that land called Igbo land also, whether you like it or not. But that thing that happened was a spontaneous reaction. It was spurred by our ancestors. And this action that happened to him in London, it's not supposed to happen to a person like him. Now, you and I know the trend of things in international politics. They would have just boju covered the whole thing, just brought him by the side and say, please go back to your country now. You know, this matter will. They would just talk on. The next thing, as usual, the matter bury. But who be that boy? The boy gets people for London. The boy know anybody there. The boy don't ever waka come out even in your own locality where in day. He know where airport day before. But all of a sudden, somebody who is a comparative nobody in a society brings down the high and mighty to the dungeon. You think it is normal? Our ancestors know they sleep. Something they happen.
And you want to import that belief into May 29 swearing in?
I don't know what they talk about May 29 swearing in. I they tell you say our ancestors know they sleep.
Okay.
Something won't happen. And I believe it will happen.
Okay, if it doesn't happen May 29, maybe after normalcy can restore and then things can, of course, people they know say something no good, but still they adjust. They say forgive.
I know, people.
You remember Yaradua time? He came in and said he knew that the process that brought him in
was flawed, and he wanted to rectify it.
Exactly.
So they de-rectified him.
What I'm saying is, somebody can know that okay, the process was flawed and we can correct it.
Not a somebody like the somebody you are talking about now, because he's complicit in too many things. It's damn complicit in too many things. I'm not the only one saying it. I'm not the one who said it. Everybody has said it, and it's incontestable right now. Certificate is forged. The one you submitted to INEC, it's there. It should be in for perjury. Name is contestable. I'm not the one that said it. There are videos out there of some people who came out who are Tinubu origin clansmen. claiming that he is not a part of them. Public statements are out there that is not from Lagos, it's from Iragbiji. Who are his old schoolmates? Excuse me, please. You must get one now. Shebi is saying be 71 years old now. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. What a joke. 71? Hello? Where are we heading to? How old is your daughter? Are you the world's youngest father all of a sudden? Let's be real with ourselves now. Let's analyze things based on where we see, how we see, and what we see them to be. Look here. Look, see. Certificates contestable. Schools gone to contestable. Company he claimed he worked for said they don't know him. Contestable. You do plea bargain. Drop 460,000 US dollars for drug matter. Look, maybe I know they push word come out my mouth now. But you see, these things are out there. Shebi na they tell you now, go to court.
They're waiting
Court
for you there.
for this country.
They're waiting for you.
Person not contest election. They put him there as senator. For this same country. Court person will come forth for election, they make him governor. Look in front of everybody.